Hi, I'm Rigger, this is You Alright, and it's time for a quick chat. So the obvious question that's been floating around is, what am I going to do with the channel when RWBY goes on break? So, real quick, there's a mid-season break from American December 19 through to February 6, if you didn't know what I'm talking about, for Volume 8. So I think it's time to talk about what this channel is. I've made a lot of RWBY videos so far, all of them to be exact, over 20, but I need to say this is not purely a RWBY channel. I know that it looks that way, but there's a reason the channel name isn't RWBY related. It was never intended to be purely RWBY. In fact, I initially planned to launch this channel leading up to Pokemon Sword and Shield. That didn't happen for various reasons. I clearly love RWBY and that won't be changing. You'll get RWBY content on the channel, but it won't be just that. I love writing, I love cinema, I love TV, I love theorizing. It was always the plan to move into a wider range of content between RWBY seasons. I'm not putting all this work into this channel for it to go dead for a year until the next volume. So, over this break will probably be the rollout of my first non-RWBY content, as well as continuing with some RWBY material as well. Currently, as the volume's been going on, I've been trying to make 3 videos a week. So that's the episode thoughts video plus 2 more over the week. That's not sustainable. I don't have enough to talk about to make 3 RWBY videos a week for 7 weeks with no new content. But let me go over what you probably will see over that time. In fact, 3 videos a week is even probably outside of what I might be able to accomplish in that time because of the holidays and work and whatever else. But we'll see what we can do, and I promise that you'll get whatever I can give. Real quick, let's go over the kind of things you might see from me. First up, movie videos. Basically, I love talking about movies, and this is, in the end of the day, my channel, and if I want to talk about something new or old, I'm gonna do that. It won't be constant, but it'll happen. Also, perhaps some discussion of shows, we'll see. Those aren't solidly planned out, I haven't sat down to see what I actually have to say yet. I was also considering doing some watch-along commentaries for fun, maybe. I would like to live stream them, but I can't. Probably stuff on streaming services that's easily accessible, and either talk about a movie I like, or it might be my only sort of quote-unquote reactionary stuff if I do like a commentary track to something that just came out, so you can sit along and watch something new with me maybe. We'll see if it works. Just commentary track, it wouldn't be edited videos and stuff on screen, it would just be the track if you want to watch it as well. But it might not even work out, I'll have to do some tests, but we'll see, that might happen. Second, perhaps some other fandom content. Pokemon has always been something I really wanted to talk about. Even though I don't have a whole lot planned right now, it definitely could be on the table, especially when you're leading up to the possible Diamond and Pearl remakes if those happened, or whatever happens next. I have leftover things from before Sword and Shield, but a lot of that is no longer applicable because we already know the things in that game, so theorizing wasn't really as fun now because we already know the answers. It would be a fun world to play in though, and I've always been interested. God, I wish I had the ability to stream Sword and Shield so we could just hang out and talk while I like shiny hunt, but you know, I can't do that for a lot of tech reasons and life reasons, but oh well. But that's what I do when I'm thinking about videos all the time, if you're wondering. But yeah, unfortunately you probably won't be seeing the second half of that, but I'll mention it anyway, for some time in the future maybe. Third, I was thinking about watching through Avatar: The Last Airbender, a show everyone my age loves and grew up with, but because of circumstance, I never saw it. Now, I know sort of the general plot, I've seen the movie, but you know, whatever. And now again, this is not a reaction channel, so I won't be reacting to it, but I was considering doing like a post-episode video for each episode as I watch through and go on the journey and see what people love so much about it and what I missed out on. Fourth, you'll definitely see RWBY stuff, probably some looser content though, by which I mean I won't make giant deep theories about every character repeatedly pretending that it'd remain satisfying by the time I did like my 5th attempt at fixing Hazel or something. You know, I don't pretend that would still be good content. If I put out something, it's going to be something I like or something I think is fun. So you will continue to get RWBY content, but if some of it's looser, it might be more like, here's a fun thing we can do in RWBY, or mixing RWBY with another series, or whatever else. So it will stay up, but it won't all be exactly like the super deep theory stuff that I like to make during the seasons and is more applicable when we don't know all the answers yet. The last thing I want to do is to just run the RWBY content dry immediately. So despite my channel name, you might expect to see some more sort of fun videos based around it, more entertainment style things just related to RWBY, less plot heavy and more fun random discussions and stuff because I feel like it. And last is another RWBY project that I actually was the whole reason I brought up the idea of starting this channel. It was what I wanted to do from the start when I decided to give starting a YouTube channel a chance. After my first attempts, like I said, with Pokemon didn't work out. So I thought, yeah, here's a good idea for RWBY coming up. Here's something I want to write about. Here's something I want to talk about. And because this season is plot heavy and because I like theories and been involved, I haven't started it yet. But it is something I want to start. As for what that is, I won't say exactly yet, but it'll be fun. It'll be writing and plot based. It might not be very visual. It'll be more like those storytelling things I did maybe for some of my theories. But it'll also be slower to make because I'll have to write a lot more and it'll take time and I'll have to consider each step before I do it. and there's a lot less to work with, like, solidly with the show. I'll have to, you know, go outside of that. But hopefully you'll get a taste of it soon. I'll think about when I'm going to roll it out. Before anyone gets worried, it won't be like a fixing the show big project thing, because that's not really what I'm about. It'll be not that serious, it'll be more fun and writing based, but it will take some time. But you hopefully see some of that. Lastly, I also want to say that I'm open to suggestions. Please, if you have any idea you'd like to see, or any ideas you wouldn't like to see, or if you have a new suggestion of something else you'd like to see from me or want me to explore, then please leave them in the comments. I mean, I read my comments, I'll definitely see them. Whether I respond or not, or whether I do it or not, might take some considering time, or it might be what I'm capable of tech-wise or time-wise, but definitely leave your thoughts below, because I definitely want to see them. What this will be is sort of, I guess, a little trial run of what this channel might become between RWBY seasons. It won't stop dead, and I won't stretch RWBY content ad nauseum when there's nothing left to talk about. I'll continue it into wider franchises and stay plugged into RWBY, because this is a channel for things I want to talk about, and I clearly want to talk about RWBY, but it won't be just that. But by the time we get to the second half of the season, it'll probably be more focused on RWBY again, and then there'll be that break until next year or whenever the next volume's out. So I need content, and I need to decide what my channel is going to be for that time, so why not test it out here? Before we continue, I will say quickly, there are certain things you won't see from me. I like creativity and fiction and all of that, so don't expect me to make big comments on issues and politics concerning like Rooster Teeth and all of that. I'm not interested. I'm interested in RWBY the show. I won't be making rants or angry videos about the company or the politics of it or what goes on. I'm not here to attack them or support them. I'm just here for RWBY the show and what I like talking about. Outside of things I want to talk about or I'm interested in participating in, I'm just not going to weigh in if I can help it. Second, probably don't expect other videos of Rooster Teeth content. I'm sorry. I have no interest in Genlock, and I have nothing to say about Red vs. Blue. And the other things they have are pretty much purely comedies, and that doesn't give me much to work with for like a narrative and writing and the things I like. Me telling you if I liked this comedy and thought it was funny or not isn't really adding anything worthwhile, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. That's not the kind of things I am suited for. That's more suited for your reaction channels, and they can cover that. So I just wanted to say that before it started popping up all through the comments and that. It'll just, you know, that's the stance on it. No Genlock, no Red vs. Blue, probably no other Rooster Teeth content either for the moment. I'm sorry if you're hoping for that, but it's just not going to happen probably. Lastly, I wanted to say that if for whatever reason you don't want to be a part of this channel anymore, if you only want RWBY content and don't want other things in your sub box, then I'm sorry it has to be that way. I understand and I don't take offense. I've absolutely loved making what I've made and seeing the responses I've gotten. I hope at least some of you will stick with me as we move into more uncertain waters. RWBY will always have a big home on this channel, but I love more than just one thing and I want to talk about all of them, as well as find new things to love too. I know this is a terrible idea from a purely numbers, algorithm, YouTube, businessy standpoint. You should pick a target audience and stick to it, but nah. It's my channel and I'm gonna make stuff I like. Hopefully you'll like it, and of course if something pops up you don't like, feel free to give it a skip and just join me on the next one, no offense taken. Anyway, that's all from me. I'm not gonna do the whole YouTube spiel and all that stuff. This video isn't for views, it's just to update those who are interested. It's for you guys to let me know what you think so that I can tell you what's happening and so I can hear back from you. So I hope this is alright. Let me know. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Catch you later.